Seth, season is days away from starting. Does it kind of feel like with this group, many of the same faces from last year, there's kind of some unfinished business for how the way the last season ended?
Yeah, it's kind of, we're starting off where we left off from last year. Guys are hungry. We know what happened last year and we know how hard it takes to make the playoffs. So, we don't want to wait till after Christmas to start our run. We want to start coming Friday and, go back to back, come home with 4 points.
I think there was kind of a lesson learned with last season about how you went on an incredible run the second half of the season, but you missed by a hair, and kind of looking at what we could have done better in the first half of the season.
Yeah, obviously we ran into some injury trouble too, so there's different stuff that factored in, but the main thing was coming out of the gates. We had 2 terrible games last year in Iowa. It's no secret, and we can't start that way. It just went downhill from there. So we got to be prepared to play night in and night out, and battle for 2 points every night.
As I said before, similar group to last year, but people are a year older, which is huge for some younger guys. What have you noticed about Christian Vesalainen this time around?
Yeah, he's working hard. He's coming, he's getting on the ice early. He's putting in the work. So it's great to see a guy like that coming to work every day. It's not like guys got a harp on him. So it's good when guys come back hungry.
Pretty crazy how he's not even 20 years old yet, and he's already in the thick of pro hockey. Like for yourself, and your dream's a bit different, but isn't that kind of it's kind of can be overlooked how much of a maturity process is needed in those formative years?
Yeah, for sure. He could still be playing junior, right? So it's definitely a transition, but he's handling it well. He's a high prospect, so being around last year, he knows what it takes now, and he's coming to practice hard every day, and I'm sure it'll translate into games.
With that said, when you were coming up, for example, did you lean on a lot of veteran players? And if so, are you trying to kind of pay it forward to this generation of guys?
Yeah, for sure. Vez is a great kid. You just gotta, if he's, starting to, slack off, maybe you gotta give him a kick in the behind every once in a while. But, he's been really good about it. So there's no issues with that there. And I was just the same way. If you're missing workouts and doing all that stuff when you're young, it can bite you later on. So he's putting in the time right away, and if you start young, it'll transition when you're older.
You're quite well versed in the pro hockey scene. You've been everywhere. You've been in so many different environments. Why did you decide to re-sign here for this year?
I really enjoyed it here last year. I like the people here. It's a great organization. So that was one of the main things. And I think a little unfinished business from last year. I think we signed a lot of the same guys back. Guys want to be here. So I'm hoping for a long run here.